Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Got a pretty special video for everybody today. I got off of work and I was looking at Facebook. Sometimes I like to go on there and just browse the marketplace, see what people have listed for baseball cards. And I saw this ad, which had only been up there for about an hour. Someone who had posted this picture, and I believe this was the only picture on the ad, saying that they were just wanting to get rid of these baseball cards. They didn't really have a need or use for them anymore. And so I checked it out, and at first glance, I couldn't really tell much about the cards. I'm like, not that interested. But then upon further inspection, I started looking down here and noticed, hey, this looks a lot like 2011 Topps. And so that piqued my interest a little bit, and I got to looking a little bit closer. In fact, it was kind of silly. The picture was actually posted on Facebook like this, and so when I was looking at it on my laptop, it was obviously the wrong way, and so I had to turn my laptop sideways. My wife walked in the room and wondered what was wrong with me because I had my computer turned all sideways right in front of my face. And so I explained to her what I was doing, and the closer I looked at this, like, this looks exactly like 2011 Topps, and I knew who this card was. I don't know if you guys know who this card was, but if you played MLB The Show on PlayStation 4 the last couple of years, you know that this card has been in there as a flashback, as a rookie card of Eric Thames, who I believe is a free agent, but has played the last few years for the Brewers, but came up with the Blue Jays. And this card has been on MLB The Show. I'm like, that's Eric Thames' rookie. And so I Googled Eric Thames' rookie card just to see what set it came out of, because I could tell this is 2011 Topps, and sure enough, this is from 2011 Topps Update. So that got me pretty excited. And so now I had my computer all sideways, right in front of my face, and I started looking really close at these. I'm like, man, is that Trout in here? Is that Trout in here anywhere? And obviously not all these cards are 2011 Update, or even 2011 Topps, but I could see a lot that were 2011 Topps, and then way up here, it's really hard to make out, but that looks, if you guys are familiar, that looked kind of like the Trout. And so I showed the picture to my wife, and I'm like, does that look like the same thing? Because I thought maybe it was just like a deal where I was wanting it to be the Trout, but I wasn't sure. And so I had her look at it. She's like, it looks the same to me, but I don't really know. And so anyway, I contacted the seller, who was super nice, agreed to meet me tonight. And it took me a little bit of a drive because they were about an hour or so away from me. But I was able to meet up with them and pick up these cards. So I thought I'd show you what they are so we can find out, is the mystery the Mike Trout 2011 Topps Update, right? So this whole drive up here to his neck of the woods, I was kind of nervous. I'm like, oh man, what shape is this card gonna be in? Is the Trout gonna be in there? Is it really a legit card? I just had all these thoughts going through my head, like, because he had a price of $20 on the whole lot of cards. I'm like, man, I don't want to just pay this guy $20 and then end up with the number one most desired card in the game, especially if it was in great shape. And so I'm like, should I pay him a little bit more than he wanted? Should I kind of tell him what's up? And so I pulled this card out of the stack. This is the one that I was kind of able to recognize. This is the Eric Thames rookie, and you can see a lot of the cards are dinged up a little bit. The corner down here is soft corner. Pretty much all the corners are soft on almost all of these cards. And so that gave me a sign that this guy was, not maybe an avid collector, someone who collected as a kid and then just had these cards sitting in a shoebox or something, because almost all these were damaged. And so here was the top of the stack. So I got this, and I just started looking one by one. And Jordan Walden led it off. Wilson Ramos, you can see there's a little damage up here at the top. I was getting kind of nervous. Here's a rookie of Luis Coleman, kind of a 3/4 pitcher, relief pitcher for the Royals, and then he went to the Dodgers. Mark Ellis, you can see there's damage down here, so I was kind of nervous, like, oh man, where's the Trout? Is it going to be in here? Is that actually who it was, or did I just happen to make that up with my own eyes? And it didn't take long to find Charlie Blackmon without his signature beard. This was when he was a young player. Look, see, and see even his card is damaged a little bit. It's also from the Topps Update series. You can see the corner up here. And so all the corners are pretty dinged up. But I was still holding out hope. And Bobby Jenks with his dyed gold goatee. Jason Giambi. And look at that, guys. There it was. The 2011 Mike Trout Topps Update. Now, if you're like me, the first thing you notice is, oh, it's kind of dinged up. But on second thought, hey, to find the card on Facebook, just in the middle of a random week, I was still super excited, right? I didn't even have a chance to look through these cards. When I met the guy, I just paid him the cash, and in fact, I paid him a little bit more than he was asking for. I'm like, dude, you came up here and met me tonight. I'll give you a little bit more money. I didn't know if the trout was in there. I didn't know what shape it was in, but I felt bad just paying $20 for a stack of cards that could have included a $1,000 card, especially if this was in, PSA 10 condition. Obviously, this is nowhere close to even a PSA 10, 9, 8, or even a 7. This is, it might even be a PSA 2 or 3. Because if you look, the corner up here is a little dinged up. The top right corner is not great, but it might be the best of the four. The bottom right, you can kind of see it's a little dinged right there. And then the bottom left has a little bit of damage as well. It's pretty obvious that this is not in great shape. The surface is okay-ish. You can see a little maybe spot right there above the RC for the rookie card. But I'll be straight up with everybody. I was just so excited to get this card. There you can see even on the back, the more of the little chunks that are taken out of it. But I mean, in my opinion, there's no way this is a counterfeit. This has got to be 100% legit. Who's going to make a counterfeit that's dinged up? Who's going to have all these other cards in the set? And who's going to only ask $20 for the stack? So I'm 100% certain that this is a legit card. It's kind of a bummer that it wasn't in greater shape, but for a random Facebook post, man, I was going to jump all over this. So here it is, guys. 2011 Mike Trout Topps update off of Facebook, a random Facebook post. And here's where I need your help. I don't know a lot about PSA grading. Is this worth getting graded? I know, especially with all the counterfeits out there, it might be nice just to have it graded, to have it verified as being legit, even though, like I said, I'm certain that this is a legit card. Is it worth it, even if it gets a grade of a 2 or a 3? Can you put qualifiers on it for things like corners? I don't know. I know you can do that if it's off-centered. And so I'm looking for you guys to maybe give me some advice on what I should do with this, because it is Trout, and it is his rookie card. It is a little bit dinged up, but I honestly don't have a lot of experience with grading, and so I thought maybe some of you all who are more knowledgeable about that could give me some advice. So I appreciate any suggestions you can give me. If you like the content, feel free to subscribe as well. But if you just want to make a comment on what I should do with this Mike Trout, that would be appreciated as well. So once again, thanks for watching the video. I appreciate the gentleman who came and met me tonight. He was super kind, super nice. I'm glad I paid him a little bit more than what he was asking for, because $20, even a raw Mike Trout in this shape, I feel like is worth more than $20. So one more time, give me some advice down in the comments section, guys, and I will be back with another video in a couple days. So have a good one, and good luck.